Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're checking out one of the biggest, baddest, and most luxurious EV beasts out there, the 2026 Cadillac Escalade IQ. Yeah, you heard that right, the Escalade has officially gone electric, and trust me, it's got the style, the muscle, and the tech to make even Tesla fans stop scrolling for a second. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's break this down because this ride is seriously wild. First off, let's talk looks. The new Escalade IQ doesn't just roll up, it arrives. Cadillac really leaned into that "look at me" attitude, and it's working. The front end has that futuristic grille that lights up like a runway at night, giving you that "I own the block" kind of vibe. The lighting signature alone screams luxury, and honestly, if aliens ever came to Earth, I bet they'd drive one of these. This SUV's got presence. It's massive, even bigger now because for 2026, Cadillac decided to stretch it out even more with the new Escalade IQL, the longer version of this electric monster. Because apparently, big just wasn't big enough. Now, let's get to the numbers that really matter: power. This thing runs on dual motors, one on each axle, giving you all-wheel drive as standard. Together, they crank out 680 horsepower and 615 pound-feet of torque, which is already nuts. But wait till you hit Velocity Max mode, that bumps it up to 750 horsepower and 785 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, that's supercar-level power in a 3-row family cruiser. And that's not just for flexing. With Velocity Max on, this beast hits 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 4.7 seconds. For something this big, that's like watching a sumo wrestler do parkour. It's fast, it's smooth, and it's dead quiet. All you hear is the wind and your own jaw dropping. Now, let's talk range, because that's what everyone wants to know with EVs, right? The Escalade IQ packs a 205 kWh battery, one of the biggest you'll find anywhere. Cadillac claims you'll get up to 460 miles on a full charge. That's a lot of grocery runs, road trips, and weekend getaways without worrying about plugging in every night. And when you do need to charge, it's pretty solid. Hook it up to a DC fast charger, and in just 10 minutes, you can recover about 116 miles of range. That's basically a coffee stop. Get your latte, stretch your legs, and boom, ready to roll again. Oh, and on a level 2 charger, you'll be adding roughly 36 miles per hour. Not bad for overnight charging. Now, some people might be like, yeah, but what about towing? Don't worry, Cadillac didn't forget the real-world stuff. The Escalade IQ and IQL can pull 7,500 pounds. That's enough for a decent boat, a couple of jet skis, or even a small camper. Sure, it's not as high as the gas version's 8,100 pounds, but for an EV, it's solid. And speaking of the gas Escalade, yeah, it's still around. But if you're comparing, this new IQ's torque and instant electric punch make the V8 feel almost nostalgic. Like, remember when we used to wait for engines to rev? Now, let's slide inside this spaceship on wheels, because the interior is pure Cadillac luxury turned up to 11. The first thing that'll hit you is that 55-inch curved display stretching from one A-pillar to the other. It's basically one giant screen across the dashboard, part instrument cluster, part infotainment, all wow factor. The graphics look super crisp, like a movie theater built into your dash. You've got standard navigation, voice control, and tons of customization options. It's like Cadillac said, you want tech? Here's all the tech, and if you're ballin' enough to get the executive second row package, it gets even better. We're talking dual 12.6-inch displays for the backseat passengers, a rear command center, massaging and ventilated seats, dual wireless chargers, and headrest speakers. Basically, your backseat becomes first class. You might actually fight your kids for that spot. And get this, the audio setup starts with a 21-speaker AKG studio system, and you can upgrade it all the way up to a ridiculous 42-speaker setup. Like, who needs that many speakers? Cadillac's like, we don't care. You're gonna feel every bass drop. Oh, and before we move on, quick joke break. You know what they say. Owning an Escalade IQ is like dating a supermodel who also has a PhD. It's stunning, smart, but very high maintenance. Tears of joy. Anyway, if you're still watching and enjoying the vibe, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and share this video with someone who dreams of owning a luxury electric ride. It helps the channel grow and keeps me motivated to drop more content like this. Alright, back to business. Let's talk comfort and space, because this is where the Escalade really flexes its luxury muscles. You've got 3 rows of seating, standard for 7 passengers. The third row now folds flat with power, super convenient for loading stuff. The new IQL version adds extra space, giving you more third row legroom than any Escalade before it. So even your tallest friends won't complain back there. Front and middle rows are spacious too. We're talking 45.2 inches of front legroom, 41.4 inches in the middle, and up to 36.7 inches in the back for the IQL. As for cargo, the IQL gives you 24.2 cubic feet behind the third row, 75.4 with it folded, and a whopping 125.2 cubic feet with everything down. And don't forget, there's also a front trunk with 12.2 cubic feet of space, perfect for your gym bag or groceries. Compare that to the gas Escalade and ESV, and yeah, you lose a bit of cargo space because of the batteries, but you're trading that for a quieter, smoother, and more futuristic ride. Now, safety, because Cadillac doesn't mess around here. You get Super Cruise, their hands-free driving system, standard on every trim. This thing is seriously impressive. It can handle steering, braking, and lane changes on mapped highways while you just keep your eyes on the road. It's like a co-pilot who actually knows what it's doing. Other standard features include adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, parking assist, and even a head-up display. If you want to go all out, you can add night vision, which uses thermal imaging to spot animals or people in the dark. Batman-level stuff. Speaking of trims, the Escalade IQ and IQL come in 4 flavors: luxury, sport, premium luxury, and premium sport. Prices start around $130,500 and climb up to about $151,000 for the top models. The stretched IQL starts a bit higher, around $132,500, and tops near $153,000. Yeah, it's not cheap, but let's be real, nobody buys a Cadillac to save money. You buy it because you want to roll up in something that screams power, prestige, and, I made it. And production. Cadillac's planning to start building these bad boys in mid-2025, so we'll start seeing them hit the road soon after that. Now, here's the thing, there's no Escalade V performance version for the electric lineup yet. But honestly, with 750 horsepower and that instant torque, do you really need one right now? Still, it's Cadillac, so I wouldn't be surprised if a sportier, V, trim shows up later to shake things up even more. And if you're thinking about the competition, we're talking rivals like the Tesla Model X, Rivian R1S, and Mercedes EQS SUV. But the Escalade IQ has that American luxury swagger that just hits different. It's got road presence, confidence, and enough chrome to make a rapper's chain look subtle. When you roll up in one of these, it's not about blending in. It's about owning every inch of the road, in silence, with all the tech and comfort money can buy. And let's not forget, this thing rides on GM's Ultium platform, which means it's part of the same family as the Hummer EV and Silverado EV. So yeah, it's got that truck DNA, but polished up in a tuxedo. Honestly, the 2026 Cadillac Escalade IQ is like the perfect mix of old-school American excess and new-school electric innovation. You get the vibe, the comfort, and the raw power, but now with zero tailpipe emissions and a futuristic soul. Sure, it's pricey, but that's the cost of stepping into the future wrapped in luxury. If you've got the budget and the taste for something that turns heads and whispers, next level, this might just be your dream SUV. So yeah, the Escalade has gone electric, and it didn't lose its swagger. If anything, it gained more. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's deep dive into the 2026 Cadillac Escalade IQ. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more upcoming electric monsters, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment about what you think of the Escalade IQ, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching, stay charged up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.